Hi, I'm Dr. Erik Mendelhson, and this is your Rock the Drill tip. So we're going to talk about digital scanning today, what to avoid and what not to avoid. I've been using scanners for a long time, so I've seen a lot of the mistakes happen over the years and where things were good and where they started to not work anymore. So the biggest thing is have good scan pattern. One of the biggest things I see a lot of people doing is standing in the wrong position of the patient and then scanning one side and then jumping to the other. And the problem with that, it's kind of like taking an alginate and trying to reline it, because the computer, it's has smart software, but it's trying to stitch things together. So a lot of labs will have problems with accuracy on the left versus the right, and you may not see it because the computer made it look nice, but it may not be accurate. So it might be one of the most accurate techniques that you can easily make inaccurate. Another thing you gotta avoid is letting your team or yourself take shortcuts, because a lot of time these shortcuts are why you're jumping around. So we teach to use the obfuscate to retract. So when you say, I'm going to skip the obfuscate because it saves you 10 seconds, now you're going to catch a lot of cheek and tongue, and now again you're relying on the computer's brain to fix your mistakes. So the more thinking the computer does, or the software does, the more mistakes you're introducing. So you want to typically sit at the 12 o'clock for the patient. That way when you get to the midline, instead of stopping on when you have to switch hand positions, you can just kind of rotate your hand and keep it continuous. So the more continuous your scan pattern, the better of a result you're going to get. And very importantly, now that a lot of people are trying to go fully digital and eliminate analog, it becomes crucial to have very good retraction and not necessarily rely on the color image, because the color image is a rendering and it's not necessarily true to life. So what you see on your screen is not necessarily what the lab is going to see. So my biggest takeaway is that if you can't see it in stone, you can't trust that impression. So make sure you can see it in stone, because that's what the lab's going to use. The color, again, it's just a rendering. You might have a great screen, high def. They may have a cheap laptop, and your margins depend on it. So no mistakes, no shortcuts, and just keep it simple, and it's going to save you a lot of time. Taking those shortcuts does not save you time in the end. So rock the drill.